Blue Collar Leadership and Supervision. Today we're talking about Chapter 15, Two Powerful Things. And these are two powerful things that can become two powerful tools for a high impact leader. And they are the mirror and the window. And it's a very powerful little principle. I write about it and talk about it in a lot of my little books. I don't even remember where I learned about this now, but it's come from some of all the books I've been reading and some of my own thoughts. But what I'm talking about is, when things go wrong, high impact leaders look in the mirror and take the blame. Low impact leaders look out the window and blame others. When it comes to credit, high impact leaders look out the window and give credit to their team. Low impact leaders look in the mirror and take the credit. That's what I'm talking about, learning how to use the mirror and the window, when to use it. So I want to give you an example from the book. And actually I have a quote here that opens the chapter, and it's from Nick Vujicic. If you don't know Nick, Rhea and I both had the pleasure of doing some training with Nick at a seminar and a conference, and you might have heard of Nick or seen Nick on YouTube videos or on the internet and didn't really know maybe his name. When I say Nick Vujicic, his last name is spelled V-U-J-I-C-I-C. And he's born with no arms and no legs. He's got what he calls his little chicken drumstick, which is a little piece of a foot on one side, straight out of his hip. And that's all he's got. But he is an amazing individual. So if you haven't seen Nick, you want some motivation and inspiration, want to stop making excuses, check out some of Nick's videos. But this is a quote to open this chapter from Nick. And Nick says, "You can't change what you can't change, but you've got to change what you can." And that means a lot coming from Nick. No arms and no legs. He can't change that. But he still has a lot of influence over his life and within society. And there's a lot of things he can change. And now he's become one of the top motivational, inspirational speakers in the world. And people say, well, it's easy. He ain't got any arms and legs. Think about that. It's easy because you don't have any arms and legs. No, it's not easy for anyone, especially if you don't have arms and legs. But one thing in here I want to talk about is high impact leaders. When a high impact leader's team is not performing as well as it should, high impact leaders look in the mirror and ask, how can I help? What am I not doing that I should be doing? What can I do better? What do I need to know that I don't know? Low impact leaders, when their teams are not performing, they look out the window and say they aren't working hard enough. They don't do what I tell them to do. They don't listen. They don't work together as a team. Two powerful things, the mirror and the window. Use them wisely.